Get a plate so we can throw them. Oh, you got a plate?
Oh, dude, that's what we should have got was plates.
Like real plates?
There's
No,
one
just,
over there. I think.
Oh,
There's
we're out
one.
of the plates? Just chop it right here. Put the carne right here. We'll just eat it off the
barbarian style.
Yeah, that's how we always do it. Give me a whip so I can whip them.
Let me see the box. Let's show the audience. Holy shit.
That's what we do on our break. We look at newspaper, or two newspaper, and eat
Window shop.
window shop. This is the Dreamer magazine.
Oh, cornmeal.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
The Dreamer magazine.
¿Qué es esa máquina?
It's not a máquina to see it. It's
Oh.
like a little toolbox.
Oh, para los huevones.
Mm-hmm. See? With the little seat, with the little toolbox on the side.
How much is it?
$2.54 to sit down and work. Alright, here's the plan. So now that we fixed the brakes, we're gonna go ahead and tear down all the electrical and we're gonna rewire it all clean and redo the fuel line. This is supposed to be the fuel line. They made it out of rubber. So we're
I
gonna
would say.
yeah, this is dangerous as fuck. So we're gonna it's not even bolted down. So we're gonna take off all the air lines, basically all the plumbing, fuel lines. We already did the brakes work good. We're gonna tear down all the electrical solenoids. We're gonna put a new air ride system, the E-level, and fix all the junk, all the mess. Fix all the mess?
Pues sí.
Pues sí.
No digo, si vas a pagar el cabrón, ¿no?
Huh?
¿Por qué vas a arreglar chingaderas de otro güey?
We'll take it all off.
Sí, yes.
Alright, let me get another flashlight. So, I can
So
tear
you want
down.
those out?
Yeah, take all that off. Everything.
Oh, la
We're
verga.
gonna take everything off.
What are those?
Solenoids. Those are the solenoids. There's one. Oh, that little deportivo. Oh, those tight.
Jesus, look at this.
Oh my God.
Look at this. If you're doing this kind of work, stop. Stop what you're doing, homie.
No shit, retire.
It took me a long time to train Carapila not to do this shit.
No mames.
The brakes working magnificent. What is this right here, Carapila?
Who knows? Okay, hose.
I think it's the airline for the front airbag.
Yeah.
There's some good music on this, man. What the fuck are you listening to?
Making me horny.
Oye, ¿qué le pusieron así? Entonces, de catar y la...
Ain't no fucking nothing in this car is Cadillac, bro. I'll tell you that right now. So we're tearing this down, and somebody put the compressor in this box behind the frame. You can't even get to the compressor. Motherfucker, I'm filming, cabrón. You can't even get to the compressor, so we're gonna have to cut the bolts so we can get the compressor and rewire it. If you're putting the compressor where it's not accessible, that's not a good idea. It's got to be accessible at all times. If the compressor goes bad, how do you go? You know what I mean? I'm sure they put this together when they had to frame off the chassis or something, but this is horrible. This is a bad idea. You can't get to the compressor. You can't get to the bolts in the back because they made it this way, like a little thing.
Looks like a fucking smuggle, like somebody smuggled fentanyl in or something.
I don't know what they're thinking, dude, but this is a horrible idea, man. Don't ever put the compressor where you can't get to it. We gotta cut the bolt off so we can get to the compressor and rewire it. But we're gonna figure out a different spot to put it in because that's not functional. Well, that's a little baby compressor. Very old style, but it still works. Just taking everything off. We're gonna take all the spaghetti out and then we're gonna rewire it. Clean, clean, pinky ring, homie. Yeah, I know. Go up, go up. Stop fucking around. Okay. This is horrible. Look at, this is supposed to be the transmission cooler line. You can't run rubber. You could do it, but you're not supposed to run rubber line from the front, from the transmission all the way to the front of the car. The reason why is because rubber gets corroded faster than hardline. You know what I mean? So you wanna use as least possible rubber line. You know, for that reason. So you want to run hardline, maybe a small piece of rubber line where it needs to flex. The reason why is because it gets corroded. That's no bueno, right? No, this is for the oil cooler, for the transmission. You can't. Man, this is no good. You got the AC lines running through the bottom right here, right next to the exhaust. That's not bueno either, you know? I mean, shit, you can run them on top. You can make them look clean on top. This is unacceptable. This is what you call hot rod foul.
It's not show car quality?
No show car. Well, it doesn't have to be a show car, but I mean, it's not functional.
Yeah.
It's gonna give you problems later. What the fuck? Damn it, went up my fucking armpit. Jesus fuck. That shit. Fucking fuel mask.
Good deodorant.
This is not a good place for a fuel pump either. Why? Because we can't get to it right here. And it's not even passing down right. Look at that. Oh my god. Jesus, what a mess, dude. Look, they ran a fucking hose all the way up to the top of the carburetor, dog. Got my little fucking, found the screwdriver, bro.
Nice.
Kind of vintage. I'm gonna redo this whole setup, whole fuel line setup. Bring the car down. They ran rubber hose all the way from the tank, all the way to the carburetor. That's no good, bro. That's no good. If you're doing this at home, don't do it. Check it out. They put the filter right here. See, they ran that. Yeah, it's not good, bro. If you're that guy, don't be that guy. If you're that guy, don't be that guy.
Okay.
Here. Look where they put the coil pack, bro. Jesus. Wire going over here, you got a wire going over here, you got a wire going here. Yeah, that's so good. It's got an electric water pump. Yeah, this shit don't need electric water pump.
Ah, no wonder I saw the pump is inside the car.
Yeah.
You seen that?
What?
It's the water pump inside the car.
No. Oh, he's got the original one. We're gonna put that one back on.
¿Qué onda?
I don't know why you need an electric pump.
No, they use it for racing,
What?
I guess.
Have you ever had
so
an
it
electric
won't
pump?
take horsepower.
Maybe
you
my
know?
hand.
Is that what it's for?
Yeah.
Okay,
they
let's
use-
drain the water. I'm gonna give him the basics. I'm gonna redo everything.
Yeah.
Make it run nice, right?
I think that's what he wants.
That's what he
Right.
wants. Yeah.
You don't want to keep fucking with this shit.
This is
Oil.
like a little sensor.
Hello? What? Poner la manguerita.
Alright, what's down? Can you leave it on there? See? No.
Hasta.
Go down.
Déjalo.
Go down with the car. Go down with the car. Oh, raw footage of a fucking man. I'm gonna take out the radiator. Like I said, he has taken this car to a few shops. And you know, a lot of shops take advantage of people, you know. I get it, they gotta make money, you know. But they always sell people what they don't really need, you know. So in this case, they put a electric pump on this car, which it doesn't really need, you know. So we're gonna put it back to the original pump. This whole thing is just not too friendly to take apart, you know. We got these weird brackets here so we're gonna fix that too. We'll make him a nice brackets for his radiator fan. So we're gonna have to keep this fan. We'll probably put a better fan on it. I don't know what kind of fan this is. I usually use Spark. The Spark's really good, but this is, we'll find out. We're gonna clean it up to where it's like a driving car, you know? So everything that I see wrong, he gave me the green light to fix everything I see wrong. But not wrong, not to my specs, you know what I'm saying? You got what I need. The wires everywhere, dude. Put these big spacers for the fan. We're gonna get rid of that. They got these big giant screws on. It's like all threaded shit. Fuck. It's a nice truck, but it's got all kinds of random shit. I'm not a bad builder, homie. Come on, man.
You're up and coming. Oh, wow.
The funky ghetto.
I wonder whose idea was to put an electric wobble.
And only about 20 of them came. But then
Oh shit. Fucking squirting me, though.
Having a good time ever since.
That's cool. Ah, look at these hoses. They're all wrapped around the wiring, dude. Like, come on, man. Fuck. Fucking take longer to tear it down than to fucking actually even work, you know?
I don't want to take their terminology.
This hose right here. Oh, okay, so it's that one. Alright, let me go down. They ran the hoses through the frame. Pura pinche chicanada, le hicieron los...
Fucking Harley makes a fucking... It's a dresser, I don't know which one of it is, but... Fuck, oh, you probably saw it. The one that's all metal plate.
Which one?
I don't know, it's like the one you got.
The street light?
But it's all fucking... Well, this one was gold plate from the factory.
They're new. Don't you have to pay for that shit? Yeah. La neta, güey. I'm taking out all the lines. These are all the lines for the AC. Some of them weren't even hooked up. They're just sitting there. This is the heater lines. They like ran them through the frame. This is the transmission lines, which you're supposed to use hardline. So I'm taking everything out because it's too close to the exhaust right here. They ran them underneath the frame, next to the frame right here. And the exhaust is literally right next to it. You can't run the lines like that. There's a reason why they run them through the top. You know what I mean? So whoever was building this, they weren't really thinking this is not how you do this. So I'm gonna run them all through the top neatly. You know, I got one more to take out. It's taking me longer to tear it down than like put it back together, I guess. You know what I mean? I get what they were doing. They were trying to make it look clean so you can't see it, but there's a way where you can see it and it still looks clean, you know? Just because you can't see it, that doesn't make it look clean. You're running literally right next to the exhaust, bro. Like the headers and shit. Like look, there's the headers. So these are supposed to run like this, and then there's like hookups that you put on the firewall to make it look good. But these
Why are they not pressurized?
because he had to hook up the AC. That's why it's here.
Oh.
He hadn't put AC in it yet. I don't know, man. Whoever was doing it was just kind of like. Probably gonna have to order some fittings for this. So they ran it all through. I don't even know where. They drilled a hole on the side right there. You know what I mean? They had it all on top of the wires right here. Look at the wires, bro. Man, look where the coils at, bro.
Shit, homie, I'm planning a vacation right now.
Where you going?
Nowhere. I'm in San Diego. It's the most beautiful place.
They ran all the hoses through the little vent right here. So here's the vent. They ran all the hoses through the vent. This is the hose. You know how all the ACs, when the water's dripping when you're running the AC? This is the AC drain. You know, so this is the hose that goes to the... Shit, I didn't even get him out. We're probably gonna have to drop all the AC down. This is all bad. I'm gonna go up with it. I'm gonna have to pull the hose out. it in the bucket. We got 2 more to take out. We're gonna have to drop the AC unit down. Can't get to them. We made some cheesy little bracket right here. Ah, there it is. Oh shit. There's this bolt right here holding this right here, this bracket. Oh, that's cool. We got a bolt here and a bolt here. I think these are the relays for the doors, the door poppers. I don't know why they put them here. Jesus. They could have put them in there, made a little bracket. They could have made a little bracket and put it inside the doors. It's all confusing right here because you got a lot of shit. Fuck me. Yeah, this thing is in there. Even if we would have got this wired up like that, look at fucking seals all jacked up. That would have been leaking. That would have sucked right there. You know what I mean? See the seal?
So bueno.
It looks like I got it out. There's only one hose connected back here. God. Okay, we're almost there. Now we gotta take the spaghetti out of this side. So here's what happened. Whoever wired this up, they didn't wire it up. They didn't shorten up the wires and wire it up. They just kind of bundled it up. They just, instead of shortening the wires to wherever they were going to mount it to, they just kind of went like this and threw it in there. That's why it looked messy. But what we're going to do is we're going to clean it up, shorten up the wires to where they need to be, and make it nice and clean, you know? It wasn't so much the wiring, it's just really sloppy. This guy, whoever wired up, it was a really sloppy guy, or he didn't care. A lot of times, like these guys that do the wiring, they're really good at wiring, but they're not good at keeping it neat, you know what I mean? So what we're gonna do is keep it neat and tight so it can be friendly use in case there's gonna be like a malfunction or a repair, which there shouldn't be. This is way too long. These are the brackets that it had on there holding the heater, which is not too good. So we'll see. I'll make another bracket, mount it right. Fucking did it with like sheet metal, dude. And then we're gonna figure out what fittings we're gonna need to run the AC. We're gonna mount it on the firewall and make it go through the firewall onto the AC compressor and the condenser, versus like running through the bottom of the car next to the exhaust. Shows It's under good, bro. Had to order some fuel lines, so we're gonna go ahead and finish the fuel line setup. Trying to figure out which way we can run the fuel line. We can run it through all the way to the front and then bring it through here to the top, how it normally is. It looks like a little crowded here though, because it has the AC pump and all that. I'm thinking we're just running all the way across this way, and then we'll bring it up this way. It was here before, but it's not too friendly use when it's here, because you can't get to the front part of the, and then they got this is the airline. Everything's so grimy looking. Look at this, man. What the fuck, dude? Drill the other hole. I can't see it. I'm gonna put a ground wire, ground right here. Ground, crackhead lighter. It's like the most important thing ever, bro. You always want to get it right. If I peel a little bit off like that.
4 cars on the freeway. And you look so.
We were all fucked up, though. On life, homie. Okay. So we got all that ground there. What I like to do when I ground it, because it's outside, I put a little bit of this grease. Sometimes when the cars sit really low to the ground, all the moisture comes to the top, and then it gets corroded right there, and it won't do a good contact. You know what I'm saying? Get some electrical grease, put it on there. That way you're good. So we're gonna do it like this. What the hell is wrong with you? Oh man. I'm using the same hose that I had before, but look at this. Look at this. I was gonna use the same line that they had on there before. Check this out. Show you something. Let me get a flag. I was gonna use the same line, the same rubber line that it had on there, and I just realized I just saw one thing right now. Check it out. This thing's already coming apart inside, bro, because of the fuel. See that? No bueno, man. That means that fucking fuel line is no good, dude. You gotta put the new fuel line. Cut the like it when the hose clamps are all big. You know what I mean? Before they had it all the way up to the carburetor, so that means if there's dirt in the shit, it's gonna go all in there. But it's gonna save the carburetor, but not gonna save the rest of the fuel system. At least if it gets dirty.
Man, that fuel line smells like shit.
That's what I just finished cutting food. That was my ass on it. This shit. You just put as minimal hose as you can. Don't put a big ass piece of fucking hose. You know what I'm saying? And you just run another piece of hose from here to here. You know what I mean? Like that. Keep it nice and tight. We'll put another clamp right here. Like that. G money, bro. I'm gonna show you something that always bothers me that people do that they don't pay attention to. When you do your hose clamps and you're doing it somewhere like this, and I hope you understand what I'm talking about. You don't want to put your hose clamp here because then when you go tighten it up, you don't have any space. So your hose clamp, you always want to make it accessible to get to. You understand? You see this big old thing? We work at Bellows Customs. I don't like to see those big things hanging off, so I cut them off. It's really easy to do. See that? That way when you tighten them up, your hose clamps are nice and fitted. You know about that, huh, Widow?
Yep.
They're really easy to cut
I
off.
worked at Bellows Customs before.
You worked at Bellows Customs before, right? So you know what's cracking. How nice it fits. See that? Okay. And you put it on. You got both hose clamps facing the same direction. Like that. I don't want no funny shit, homie. Alright? And when you tighten it, they're both easy to tighten. You can do it right here, see? Oh yeah. Alright, so we know we got gas in there, so it's gonna leak a little bit. I want to take the gas tank down just to do the fuel line, you know what I mean? Alright, here we go, here we go. Let's see if I can do it without fucking leaking too much gas. There it is. Oh, oh. You see that? See that shit? It's really fucking simple, homie. Working with what he's got, homie. You know? Make it nice and clean. Papa, look at the rag, look like a red rag on me. Clean it up a little bit. Then we'll put that clamp and then we're done with this area and then we'll move on to the next. It's kind of a pain in the ass to get in there, but we gotta do it because that's the way it has to be done, you know? There it is. Oh. It's so fucking satisfying. Kind of dark under here.
going.
Hold on. Man, that's a lot of feet. Keep going. Good. No. Good.
Keep going. A little bit more, right there.
There.
Yep. All right.
Ooh, yeah. How you gonna make this look good, homie? Put that one over here. Shit, Holmes. What's up, Loco Tony? They had rubber line from the tank. Rubber. I told you, huh? No. Have rubber line.
Not
It's
even
rubber line.
fuel line. They weren't fuel line. They were like water hose.
It was a fuel line?
No. It wasn't even fuel line, it was just hose.
It was already getting the inside. Oh,
People don't understand that, like that thing, like that transmission line. That's special for transmission oil.
Yeah. The line is already eaten up inside. If we wouldn't have taken it off or noticed
burnt
it,
down.
yeah. Caterpillar, give me the thing. I'm gonna take off the starter so I can
What
fasten
thing?
down the.
What thing? What thing?
Give me the 916, cabrón, ratchet.
Give me the
Brent.
thing.
Give me the thing, motherfucker. Give me the thing. 916. Allá está. The motherfucking thing. Motherfucker's too tight. These guys, see how I made the exhaust right here? I made it around the oil filter so you can take off the oil filter. When you do exhaust, you're not supposed to run it over the parts that are supposed to come off, you know?
Oh, antes
This guy
estaba
right here
tapando.
is not a very good exhaust guy, whoever did it before.
Oh, because
They ran it right over the starter. You can't take
take the start.
you can't take the starter off the boat.
Well, yeah, you can slide it enough to.
Yeah. There's a lot of things you gotta think about when you're building. This guy right here just made it hard. He didn't care most of the time. Guys that just do the exhaust, they don't care. They just want to do what they're getting paid to do, and then they don't care about anybody else or what happens or anything. But a good exhaust guy would have went around it. That way you'll be able to take off your. We don't know if we're gonna be able to take this off because the bolt needs to come out. And we'll see what happens right now. See if we can take it off. I don't even think these are exhaust bolts. That's another problem. They just put regular bolts. I mean, they didn't put starter bolts on there. They just put regular bolts. That's not even a starter bolt. Starter bolt's supposed to have a shoulder right here.
Le quiso cobrar mucho aquel lo que. You gotta have a special hose for the oil on the transmission.
So we're gonna cut it right about here. And we're gonna run rubber line. We're gonna start it again from here. We'll cut it here. And we'll run the rubber line from here to here because you gotta have some vibration. on me. There it is right there, people. Now we're gonna do a bend this way. So we just put a little 2-inch hose on there. There's a marker, look what's up.
Ah, ya se cayó para abajo.
Where? Oh, it's way over here too. I got it, local chunk. Right there, it's over here.
So, ¿esto qué quieres hacer con esto? ¿Guardarlo? ¿Puedes tenerlo guardado de A7?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Why you getting all aggressive, homie? Man, look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What do you think? Simon? This is the wrong one, homie. No? Oh, Carapila, you bad, fool. Who thought you ought to be a badass, fool? Hey, I'm in a little clamp. We're gonna put a little clamp right here, hold it down. There it is.
¿Esto?
Let's put the starter back on. And then we gotta find the belt. We're still waiting for the AC parts. So this is what they had on for a starter belt. See? That's not a starter belt. This is a starter belt. See the difference? What happens is this bolts work when you put them on, but then eventually they move and they start not working. Makes your starter slip. So we're gonna put two starter bolts on. That's crazy. Little brackets. Bracket king, homie.
To hurt the driver. You know?
Oh, inside the thing. This. We're gonna mount on the side of the frame.
Like that. Down. Right out. I like it out. Just like that.
Oh, put some music on. If not, I'm gonna put some music on, locochon style. I'll let you pick today, since you're the superstar.
¿Con el tacto?
Yeah.
And a bracket. Fit here.
Aquí está la
about the airline after.
¿Te guardo esto, verdad? Mira.
Yeah. I feel like you're good at that. True to the game, homie. Ah! Oh! I fucking hit my finger. Pinche güero. If you don't have any of these, get some. Fucking chingon ass shit right here. Whoa! Started pissing on me. Shit. Put the hose cap on there. Yeah. Get your finger in there, homie. Like I did the other one. All the way, you know? Okay. Alright. We got the transmission. Ooh, did you get a good shot of this bitch? Fucking look good, homie. Starting to look clean, pinky ring. Alright. What's next?